Look at this. Charlie Kirk posted this. Vancouver, Washington, and Portland, Seattle. They have these things, the official ballot box. It's a drop box for voting. We don't have these in New York State. You have to actually turn them in uh, to the county clerk's office before last Monday. After last Monday, there was actually early voting places opened up where you could turn them in. However, having said that, I don't think it's any more secure because they have now went to numbering the boxes as they get filled rather than scanning in the votes. So that means you have all these votes that people have written in and put in boxes, and the box is numbered, and supposedly that tells them when they it got completed, the fullness of the box, and it's going to be scanned in at a later date. Which, whenever anybody says to me, "Great, you voted, but we're going to count it at a later date," oh my God, you're scaring the hell out of me. What if it gets to be the point where you think that it's not worth counting those votes? It's so far blown out that some clerk decides, well, we don't really have to count those votes. It can happen. It happened in Georgia 4 years ago. Now, I did a dive on this one earlier this morning, and they don't even know how many votes were in there. They're asking people to, if you use this particular box, they gave you the address. Tell us if you put the vote in there, your vote in there. We got to figure out a way because they're burned up. How are you going to figure out who used it and who didn't? All those votes. Now, are you going to let people vote again? How are you going to remedy this issue? This is the problem with having, and I'm only speaking because I only know New York State, but having 45 days to vote. Things get misplaced. Fires happen. Floods happen. Western North Carolina, Asheville, and Chimeriok. You have to understand that the system's broken. It is absolutely broken. To have this right here and everyone say, well, the voting system's fine. You don't need IDs. As long as somebody votes, that's fine. No, that's not how we manage votes in the United States. We're not a third world country dipping our fingers in toxic purple or red ink. No, that's not how the American people do it. Who are these guys? Are they election workers or are they just guys that stopped on the street? I couldn't figure this out. I went back and forth. I went through the newspapers. I went through social media. I went through the local news stations. Nobody knows who these people are. They're picking up the ballots and throwing them in what looks like a carry-on bag. They got they've got leather jackets on and helmets, so they must have got there by motorcycle or moped or e-bike. I don't care. Who are they? And why are they handling ballots, especially burnt ballots? God help us. Well, you saw the whole video. You decide. I can't decide for you. I wish I could. But is this a good way to handle it? I don't know. I think we need one day to vote like we always did You turn in your vote, whether it's on the ballot that gets slipped through the machine or it's a written ballot. I don't care. But we need to go back to what worked for so many years is one-day voting. Now, I'll be even more progressive and say what we need to do is have a complete database and vote online. Yeah, I'm the guy who's constantly smashing online and social media and all the rest of it. But there's got to be a way to develop this where you get on to some secure link and vote. And automatically you're locked out so you can't vote again. Everybody's like, oh, we don't need IDs to vote. Hell, you don't. You need ID to buy a vape pen or alcohol, THC. Man, you need a license to get on an airplane or some form of ID there too, like a passport. Why are we excluding the most important thing in America to this type of sabotage? Burn this into your memory. Burn this into your memory. This is the future if you don't stand up, people. Well, thank you. Take care. God bless. Tom Newetner, the conversationalist. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. I want to talk to Mike Flynn before I'm out the door. You're right, Mike. Don't use drop boxes. If you have them in your state, don't use them. Mike Flynn Jr., you got it going on. I really do think you have the best of both worlds. And as Charlie Kirk says, early in the person is solidly alternative to Dropbox. All right. Well, you posted the video, pal. I know you should take a stand, but whatever your stand is, take it. Run with it. God bless.